Alright folks, time to plant out the giant carrots now. You can hear me, it's blowing an absolute gale outside. So these are there. I've been growing them in a big tube for about the last 3 months indoors. It looks a bit better than this 5 minutes ago, but I carried them across the field and they all got blown to bits. So anyway, like I said, they've been grown in a big long tube. That's the way that the people who grow the giant ones do it, apparently, so that they can produce a long tap root and then fill it up with roots, and then hopefully we'll get a giant one. So what I've done with the soil is, I've got a really deep bed here, dug a big hole to the depth of the carrot, like that, and then what I'm going to do is backfill round with some compost that I've made. It's a very free draining, light mixture, so it doesn't have any resistance to the carrot when it's growing. It's got a lot of vermiculite in it, and a bit of fertilizer and some Nutrimate and things like that, just basic fare. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to open up these tubes, just have a look, see what the roots are, and I'm going to inoculate the roots with some of this mycorrhizal fungus. But you've got to do that directly onto the roots, so I'll open up these, check what the roots are like. I'll put them back in the pipe and slide the whole pipe in the hole, backfill round it, and hopefully we can then slide the pipe out without too much disturbance. There is a beer mat on the bottom as well to keep the compost in, so I'll take that off. Right then, I'll take the top off and show you what the roots are like, if I can. As you can see, there's a real good mat of roots there, so they should grow away well. So the mycorrhizal fungus, like I said, it has to be in contact with the roots, so the best way to do that is to just dust it directly onto the roots, like so. Then it's got definite contact with them. So like I said, I'm going to replant it in the tube and then slide the tube out, which will become apparent soon. Just dust both sides of this carrot first. Try and get all the many roots covered as I can. So that's that, inoculated as they call it. So now the tricky bit, I'm going to put this into the hole without it dropping out the bottom. And I'll backfill round it with the tube still in. Hopefully you can just pull the tube out, because it is in 2 separate parts, and then we should be left with a nicely planted carrot. Need a little bit more. Made a big batch of this stuff up, so they're not grown for beauty, these things. They're just going to be grown purely for size. Doesn't matter if they're as ugly as anything with 8 legs. Right then, we'll try and put the theory to the test. Separate the tube, just pull one side out at a time, like that, then the other side, and then there we've got the planted carrot. I'll prop the leaves up with some clips, but that's one done, so hopefully we should get a decent carrot this year. I'm hoping to I grew one to £8 last year, but if I can get a £10, that's a benchmark. That'll be good, and maybe, you never know, I might fluke a really big one. So I'll do all the rest of these and I'll just give you a look, I'll show you what it looks like when they're done. So that's them planted out, folks, 4 of them. I've grown 5, I might put one in a pot. But that's them. Hopefully if they grow another 5 months and don't go to seed, we might get a big one. So they're in now. I'll just give them a little bit of a watering in and just try and keep them generally moist all year rather than erratic watering, and we'll see how we get on come September time. So that's about it, folks. Planting out this year's daft giant, hopefully enormous carrots. See you later.